I am speaking to you today primarily because I think the Democratic Party, once again, has given a slap to the Hispanic community, uh, taking them for granted, and assuming that whatever the Democratic Party leadership wants, that we're going to give them in terms of electing a president this year. We understand that the African American voters have come out in droves, at least 95% of them for Barack Obama, Clinton. That means that the Democratic Party now sees the African American vote as the winning vote for November. At the power, they seem to think that the young group of people that have been registered on behalf of Barack Obama are the ones that are going to carry the election in November. It is time that Hispanic voters understand that we can no longer just freely give away our vote to people that really don't respect us, that have no plan to help the Hispanic voters in the United States. So I think that we as Hispanics have to give this a great consideration. So we have to look to see what the reality is behind this Obama campaign. If you look at it, he in his speeches, he doesn't give us solutions. He speaks platitudes. What is wrong with our country? We all know what's wrong with our country. Okay, so he can articulate it very nicely. He speaks well about all the things that are wrong, but he gives us no solutions. Okay, Hillary Clinton does. She speaks to us frankly. She goes before the people and answers their questions. He goes before hundreds of thousands of people, and he gives a great speech, fantastic speech, where the heavens open up and everything is going to be hunky-dory for America in the future. If we look at all the people that are supporting Obama, Kennedy, Dodd, Richardson, Kerry, John Edwards, uh, Robert Byrd, Tom Daschle, and even Joe Biden, who says he's neutral, uh, uh, gets giddy when he talks about Barack Obama. These are all the male people that have ran against her, that at the beginning had more or less made a coalition against her, and now they're coming out saying that, oh, that we must have this campaign over real quick because we want unity in the party. Well, I don't think that they should count with our Hispanic vote to be a unifying factor in this issue if we're not considered to be part of the voters. Many of these people are saying, the same Democratic leaders were saying that the people of the votes in Puerto Rico shouldn't count because the Puerto Ricans can't vote. Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico cannot vote in the election. But they forget very easily that the Puerto Rican voters are mostly in New York City and throughout the United States, and they do vote, okay? The Chicanos have millions of people that do vote. There are plenty of Hispanics throughout the United States that do vote. And we have always given this vote to the Democratic Party, most of us. I think it is time for us to maybe look to other parties and other people that need our vote to see if the Democratic Party can really win in November without our vote. They prefer to have the newly registered young people voting, or the people that already have a lot of money. They think that rich people are going to vote for them in November. Then they have to really examine this. What about the woman vote? Okay, I understand that my wife and my daughter and other people that are voting are very upset because they feel that the male-dominated Democratic Party is actually diminishing her potential as a woman. And I get very, very upset watching the CNN, MSNBC, and all these other pundits on television laughing and making this a big joke that she's already dead. She's out. Why doesn't she just die and go away? This is not a way to treat women or treat a person that's running for the presidency. If it was done to Barack Obama, there would be all kinds of insults on the air and television. So I feel that very strongly that maybe women voters should be looking also to see if maybe the Republicans will treat them with more respect. Hispanics have to look for respect from someplace because the Democratic Party is no longer respecting us. Let's talk about Michigan. Why did Barack take his name off of Michigan? He knew, and his campaign knew, that in Michigan he would not do very well because there weren't that many African American voters there. So at the beginning of the campaign, it would look very bad for him to do badly in Michigan. But Florida was another story. Florida has more African American voters. So what? He left his name on the ballot. Okay, and now they're trying to say that his name was not in Michigan. That's a crock of BS. Okay, the fact is that they planned it that way. The whole campaign has been a Washington uh, uh, insider lobbyist orchestrated campaign for Barack, and that when the smoke clears and if Barack does win, we're going to see that there were a lot of lobbyists, a lot of Washington insiders, a lot of rich people that were supporting Barack Obama. And unfortunately, maybe the African American voter will get the short end of the stick. I want to thank you guys, and I hope maybe in the future I'll be talking to you some more.